Hey everybody, Scoutcrafter here again. It's Friday, TGIF. You made it through another week. How's everything going, all right? You're not stressed out or anything, are you? You're not having a little bit of anxiety with everything that's going on? I hope not. I hope you're doing taking the ostrich method of burying your head in the sand and knowing that there's not much you can do about anything, but just learn how to play the game. When we were kids, we had a game of life. Remember that game? You had to make all kinds of decisions and going through and how it affects you. And it's kind of the same thing. It's like a big game. So just relax, sit back, and enjoy the ride because you're really not in control. I got a funny story for you. My girlfriend's taking a class and she had to make a video of herself as an introductory to this class. And she says, every time I take it, it's strange. I don't know how you do it. And I had to laugh because it's true. You other creators know exactly what I'm talking about. There's nothing that looks as easy as making a video. When you watch somebody making a video, you're like, But then when you try and make one on your own and you get in front of the camera or you start talking to the camera or it's totally different. And in the beginning, like my early videos. That's why I'm saying if you lived through some of my early videos, then these times really don't mean anything to you because you've handled the worst. Some of the early ones are difficult when you're sitting there and you could tell the guys, they look like deer in the headlights when they're looking at the screen and it's just something. It's like public speaking. It looks easy until you get up there and you're looking at all these people. But once you do it for a while, it's one of those things that it gets easier. It does. So if you are on the fence about doing it or you want to make some videos or something, go ahead. You got nothing to lose. And if you got some information to pass along, go ahead. It's a lot of fun. You're doing it for yourself just as much as for other people. So just get out there, enjoy yourself, and don't hold back because you feel like I look kind of goofy in front of the or my speech. Thank God I don't have an accent, because that would make it really difficult. Anyway, we had a lot of these tools to restore over the last couple of days. I've been working hard. And we're going to finish up with the other half of those tools, and let's get right to it. Now, last episode, I had a bunch of my tools in a box, and the box got wet and everything, and these were all screwed up. But I restored them all. They're back in service. Let me show you the second half of the tools that were in that box that we didn't get to. Okay, these are the second half of tools that were in that box. And by the way, that box was 1 month's worth of restorations. That's what I would do. I would take, after a month, I would put all the tools in a box, bring it upstairs, whatever, in a bucket. Look at this. This, I don't think I restored this one, but this one here, look at that. That's some serious... That's some deep pitting in here. We got that one. We have this one here, okay? And now, you can see the pitting on there. And this one came out nice. And then we have this one here, same thing. We have pitting on here that we came across. And then over here, okay? Again, you look at this, you say, my God, they look like they would never even touch it. And then this one here. Well, this is aluminum, so we're pretty good with this. This one should clean up easily, but only a little speck of rust on the blade, the steel blade. But, okay, let's get started. One at a time, same as before. Now, what do you say we start with this one here? This is the worst one here. This is all deep stuff. That's bad. The carbon steel they used on these blades, they really come through. Let's grind that off. Now, my buddy Hook from Hooks Outdoors gave me this thick 40 grit disc. This is just what you need to get through this. We're going to have to get through all that pitting. I did a little bit up here with an older disc, and you can see it's getting, you're not getting all the way through. You need that low grit disc to cut through all that. But it'll make scratches, but that's what you have to do. Okay, you can see this is what the axe looks like with just the 40 grit. Now, the other side we didn't touch yet. I didn't want to put any deep scratches, but this side here, we got all the pitting out. You could see the edges look good. Now, this is with the 80 grit disc. You can see it's a little bit less scratches. And finally, this is with the 120 grit disc, and you can see the differences between them. Now we're just going to finish up the edge. The edge was a little chipped and dinged up, so this is how you resurface the edge. Notice I am taking that little pocket between the drive pulley and the flatten on that bell sander. That's your sweet spot right there. But that's really easy to get a edge of an axe back in service just by doing that. We're going to call this one done. We don't want to go crazy with this, but you could see here we got the finish we were looking for here. Nice even finish. Got rid of all the pitting. There's no more pitting that was on here. I even cleaned up the edges and stuff that it got it nice. Now these would normally come in a set. You could get these in a set like this, and along with the knife here. This is a Utica sportsman knife, and these would often come in a set. So I did these up with the same kind of finish. If I was to make a leather sheath that held the two of these, that would bring the value up way up, because when these are sold in a set, they really go up. So that one's done. Now, what I find interesting is you could pick up the knife or the hatchet for $30 a piece, but when you put them together, boy, did the value go up. And you can see this is a nice example on eBay right now. This is a NOS, new old stock sportsman kit. And you can see here, this is the finish that came on the knife and the axe when they were new. And this was the original box that they came in. So that's always interesting. Next up, we got this semi-steel clamp. Oh man, look at that. Look at that. Right? Right? You're all cringing now, right? Let's just clean it up. Okay, this is about as far as we want to go with this one here. This is the strangest steel I've ever seen here. We took all that, you know, rust and corrosion off. Okay, we got it working just beautifully. It's a nice clamp, a user clamp. That's all this is. But I've never seen a steel when I was grinding it that didn't spark. This thing had no spark, so it's got very low carbon. So I'm shocked that it rusted as much as it did. Strange, right? Okay, so that one's in the can. Let's see what we got next. Okay, this should be an easy one. It's just got some surface stains and stuff, a little bit of oxidation, and then a couple spots on the blade. But let's do that. Okay, this one's done. Again, we just did a repolish on here because all them stains and everything were on here. Came out nice. Huh? It's a nice little saw. And, you know, cleaned up the blade. It's a West German blade, so that's very nice. Okay, this one's good. Let's see what's next. Okay, we got these two. Beautiful hammer. Look at that. Look at the corrosion on there. And the handle was laying in water. You could see this side wasn't, this side was. Look at the difference in there. This all has to be, I got to take them off. Let's go to the Dake. Okay, everybody's favorite, the Dake. Did you see Tom Gunn's new Dake? Go check out Tommy Gunn. Got a brand new Dake. New colors. Beautiful looking thing. He loves it. Okay, we're just gonna, you see here, we're putting it here between there, and we're just gonna put a wood dowel. Just a wooden dowel to pop out. Let's see if it works. The setup, as you can see, a little bit of cardboard under there. I'm gonna just press it straight down. See how that's going? Look at this, hands-free operation. Just punching this out, and then all of a sudden, this is the beauty. This is so much fun with it. You try and do this without a Dake. Now I'm holding the wood underneath, so when it pops out, it'll pop right in. This is all live. Look at that. Can it get any easier than that? Get the next handle out. You see we have two pieces of metal going across because it wouldn't fit the other way, and we're using a bolt. Okay, I'm going to put the bolt right over the top here of the eyelet. You got to make sure that you're not going to hit the eyelet, and then we'll press it down. Here's the setup. Let's do this again. Live, real time. We're not even registering a ton. This is how beautiful it is. And I'm just going nice and slow in here, and we're just bringing it straight down. If you notice any resistance, stop, wiggle it a little bit, bring it up, wiggle it. See, I'm wiggling the base a little bit. There we go, wiggle it out, take it out, come on, a little bit more, there we go, another one. Okay, now, wasn't that rewarding? But I'll tell you, the Dake, or any hydraulic press, you know, I just say the Dake, but any hydraulic, they all work the same. Just an absolutely lovely thing to have, especially for something like this. If you tried to do this without, it just takes so much longer, and it's so messy. This is just a dream job with the press. So I'm going to go up, have some lunch. See you in a minute. Okay, we're back from lunch. Very good lunch there. We had scrambled eggs and cheese on a pita. Okay, so here we have, you see the kind of rust we're dealing with here, right? And over here, the corrosion. It's an easy fix, but the reason you want to take the handles off because, you know, you'll never get that real close in here to do it right, that it looks good when it's together. And up here, we just on one side here, we got a little bit, so, and then a little bit on the back. So we'll redo it. Okay, now we finished hanging the heads back on, wedged it in, super solid, super tight. Did a great job on both of these, using the dake to press in. Now we're just going to do an additional gun stock. See how light it is on one side? But the gun stock, you know, you could lay it on a little thicker on one side, but it should even out, hopefully. Let's do that. And we're calling this project done. This was actually a marathon's worth of work for a couple days between this week to get all these done, but they're back in service. They're all done the way they should have been done the first time, and I'm very happy. This one is a new one for the restoration for this week, so we didn't do that last time, but I'm glad we did it, and now I will wrap it up, put it in a bucket, and seal it up. Okay, in closing, I apologize if this video seemed a little bit spliced together because, like I said, it was a long, tedious restorations on all of those projects that I already did. And now I could rest easy and get started on something new on Monday. I hope you have a great weekend. Take care now. Bye-bye.